How's it going, everyone? It's Sam. The market is going higher. Whether you're looking at Bitcoin, Ethereum, gold, silver, S&P 500, NASDAQ, it seems like everything is melting up right now, which a lot of people thought things were going to be breaking down today after the carnage of Friday. I feel like I've talked about this maybe in 10 videos, but still, such a historic moment. And yet, Ethereum from the bottom the other day, up $800. It's up nearly 25% since the bottom just 3 days ago. We have Bitcoin moving up today. We have so many things pumping. Let's talk about it, if you don't mind. Oh, by the way, I will tell you kind of where I'm sitting with some cash. I'll break down some numbers for you and what I'm doing in the market today. If you don't mind, though, hit subscribe so you can see future videos just like this. If you want to trade crypto, check out the link to BYDFi. We have this trade and gift at $13,000 event. So if you've ever signed up using my link, you should automatically be participating. And then something pretty cool too. We are running a deposit event at the same time, which is really cool. This is my Telegram here too. I'm just shielding the left side because I have some private chats too, but this is my free Telegram. There's a 30% deposit bonus going on right now, up to $3,000 too. So if you put $10,000 in, you can enter to win iPhone 17 drawing. You can get $3,000 of a deposit bonus. There are some specifics in my Telegram, but you should be entered automatically in there. And then when you trade, you get up to $13,000 bonus, which is pretty sweet too. So check that out. Now's like the best time to sign up with the sign up bonuses, and just in general, it's a good time to be trading crypto. There's so much volatility. If you play this correctly, you can make insane amounts of money. And we've been able to do that this cycle, even with the recent downturn. Now, look at the market. On the collapse on Friday, I mentioned that people that were willing to come in and buy could make insane amounts of money. Now, we opened up an ETH long position. Not super aggressive with the collateral or with the leverage, a 5x position, but we're up 81%. If you had timed a little bit better, you could be up $850 per Ethereum. You'd be up 25% times whatever leverage you're using. So, I mean, just an insane return. If you went 10x leverage, you could be up 250%. There were some people that got more aggressive, but like you can make good money here. And Ethereum's pumping, Bitcoin's pumping. Bitcoin's over 115,500. Like we are over halfway up this dip. Right, so we were at 126 basically was the peak. We went down to 102. So we're past halfway here. Moving back up to all-time highs, it seems like. Of course, we are a little bit farther away than I'd like, but we're making up ground here very quickly. We also have other assets melting up. I mean, the NASDAQ's up 2% today. S&P 500's up 1.4%. Gold is at new all-time highs, up 3%, which is an insane move for gold. Silver hitting new all-time highs too. It's up at $52. I saw that gold is the most overheated it's ever been. On the monthly RSI, it's at like 91, which is insane. That's like Bitcoin numbers, or like in a bull run. So we have assets absolutely spiking, and you might be thinking, well, there must be a lot of shorts being liquidated right now. Not really. I mean, it's equal shorts and longs in the last 24 hours. So this is really a spot-led rally. I would not be surprised to see some big buying coming from the ETFs today. I don't really know that to be fact, but I would not be surprised if that's what's happening. And of course, BlackRock is typically a day behind. So if we see like an outflow from BlackRock, it's most likely from Friday, so from some fear there. But it's not like there's a huge outflow day from the rest of the ETFs. So it'll be interesting to see, do they continue the streak of inflows that they've had for about 2 weeks? So we could see some big spot buying there. Otherwise, it's just, people accumulating in the background companies. We got some good news too. $1.7 trillion Citibank to launch crypto custody services in 2026. There have been a lot of banks and institutions recently that have done this or have announced this. It's not just Citibank, but that's obviously big news. A lot of money could flow into crypto. JP Morgan confirmed on CNBC that they will allow clients to trade Bitcoin and crypto, but they haven't launched custody services yet. So all the big banks, all the big financial institutions are coming. Bitcoin is the purest, maybe not the purest play, the least risky play in crypto. So I think there will be a lot of money flowing into Bitcoin from these large financial institutions, and people will be interested in buying this. There are a lot of clients that are interested that want to buy Bitcoin. So it's a big moneymaker for these banks too. Keep in mind that the president of the U.S. holds nearly $1 billion worth of Bitcoin. We have the biggest financial institutions already, like Fidelity and BlackRock, pushing for more Bitcoin, or for people to be more pro-Bitcoin and talking about Bitcoin and crypto and how it's a solid quality asset. Larry Fink talking about it. Similarly to gold, right? Saying that it has many attractive properties like gold. There's still so many companies buying too, like Tom Lee's company, Michael Saylor's company. And while they've slowed down, that also means that they can reaccelerate. So if we start to see some good price action, we start seeing Bitcoin's price creeping up to new all-time highs, Ethereum pumping, everything from Friday, I don't want to say will be forgotten because there will be people that are still really negatively affected for a long time. And this was historic for altcoins, but largely it will be forgotten, right? People will go back to being extremely bullish on crypto. So I'd say stay focused, right? We still have this whale that shorted the market like perfectly on Friday that's been increasing the short position. So now it's $345 million at 10x Bitcoin. So they would be liquidated right around $130,000. Of course, they could close the trade early too, right? So this will be interesting. I gave some of my thoughts on that trader in my last video. If you haven't seen it yet, check it out. Right now, I am sitting on a decent amount of cash. I've talked about this before, but I had a property that I was going to buy. It kind of fell through. So I've been deploying cash into the market. Now, is the market extremely cheap, whether it's crypto or stocks? Not really. Right? All assets have melted up. However, we are approaching earnings season. I think we're going to have really solid earnings from a lot of big tech companies. I could see us continuing to get that reaffirmation that they're going to spend on AI, and then with good earnings as well, with most likely some beats, I could see the market continuing to move, right? So I'm dollar cost averaging. I'm not throwing in all my money at one time, trying to catch a 10% pump or anything like that. No, this is not trading money. This is money going into assets that I want to hold for the rest of my life. Now, I'm fairly heavy cash right now, at least for me. This includes my entire net worth, like everything I own that's of any value. I don't count furniture and food and stuff like that I bought, but like anything that I could resell that would actually make sense to resell. I'm 15% cash right now, maybe 20%. Now that's not me being bearish on the market, but I also realize we've had it really good. Asset prices are going up. So I haven't been aggressively adding new positions. I saved up a lot of cash flow for that property that I was going to buy. And like I said, it fell through. So then I've been deploying, but it will take me a while, right? I'm dollar cost averaging over the next 6 to 18 months, depending on how much I make as well, because I'm going to be dollar cost averaging that into the market. But I do have a bit of a cash cushion. So if we see a big dip, again, I can put more money into the market. Really, the stock market didn't dip at all. So this was a very crypto-specific dip, right? The NASDAQ fell down, 2.5% or something like that. It's down 3.5% from highs. I think it's less than that now, like 1.5%. So it's really not that scary of a dip for everyone outside of crypto. So if we see a bigger dip outside of crypto, we could definitely see a big dip in crypto. With that being said, if you do want to trade, I am very bullish on crypto and Bitcoin. I think a lot of people got shaken out here, and it makes perfect sense that we would then go back up to new all-time highs. So if you are bullish, you can start trading underneath the video at BYDFi. Now is a really good time to do it. Join the Telegram too. Also, if you want to trade on other exchanges, I have BTCC, BTCC, WEEX, BLOFIN. use multiple exchanges, right? Don't just use one because sometimes they go down. Thank you so much. I'll see you soon.